Hey everybody, it's Dano from Everyday's Turkey Day, and today I'm going to be talking about Sweet Tooth by Jeff Lemire, and I'm going to be talking about the first trade paperback out of 6, which is called Out of the Deep Woods. So basically this story is set in a post-apocalyptic world where a disease has come about and pretty much killed the vast majority of people, and some children that are being born after this disease has taken place has features of pretty much being like half human, half animal, some sort of like hybrids. So our story, we follow a character who I believe is around 11 years old, and he goes by the name of Gus, also Sweet Tooth, and that's the character who you see on the cover who has the antlers, sort of like a deer. So basically, Gus, or Sweet Tooth, he lives in a cabin out in the middle of the woods or a nature preserve with his father, and he pretty much grew up sheltered his whole life with his father telling him that, you know, everything outside the woods is evil and full of sin and basically not to go out there. So Sweet Tooth grows up and his dad eventually passes. So this happens, and after that, Sweet Tooth gets approached by some hunters who pretty much want to take him captive to sell him, as I guess the half human, half animal creatures aren't really affected by the disease that's pretty much wiping out all the humans. And also these creatures have only been born after this sort of disease has taken a hold on the world. So once this happens, an old man by the name of Jeopard shows up and pretty much kills the hunters that's going to take Sweet Tooth, and then he offers to take Sweet Tooth to a preserve, which apparently is a place where these animal-human hybrids can flourish and be protected and safe. So this whole first trade paperback pretty much goes on the story of Sweet Tooth and Jeopard going to this preserve, and it's kind of a question of whether or not the preserve is real. Can Mr. Jeopard be trusted? Things of that nature. And I'm not really trying to spoil anything, so I'll just leave it at that. But this story reminds me a lot of something in kind of like The Walking Dead. Granted, there are no zombies, but, you know, kind of disease, the kind of traveling from place to place, you know, post-apocalyptic world. This book also reminds me of that video game, The Last of Us, sort of in that same dynamic, as well as you have Sweet Tooth, who is a child, and you have Jeopard, who is an older man, and kind of a little bit replaces Sweet Tooth's father figure in a way. But so there's also that dynamic. And to be honest, I like this book. I saw a lot of people saying it was, you know, one of their favorite graphic novels or comics or whatever, which I can't really say that for me as of yet. Granted, there's still a whole lot more to the story, but I will say it was good enough that I definitely wanted to at least check out the next trade in the series, which is already out. So yeah, I'd say definitely if you like kind of that post-apocalyptic adventure style, I'd say check this out. I'd give it, I don't know, maybe 3 out of 5 stars, I guess. And yeah, that's it. So I'll be back with the review of the next trade paperback probably next week. And yeah, that's it. Peace.